Hello, my dear friends. My name is Leonardo da Vinci. I was born in the spring of 1452 in a small village called Vinci in Tuscany, Italy. My father was a respected notary, and my mother a kind and humble village girl. From them, I inherited both reason and imagination. As a child, my eyes learned more than my ears. I spoke to leaves, to stones, to the flight of birds. Nothing in nature was silent to me. Everything was alive, full of mystery. When I grew older, I moved to Florence, a city filled with light, art, and sound. There, I became the apprentice of Andrea del Verrocchio. He was a great painter, but one day, when I finished a small part of his painting, he looked at me and said, "From today, I am your student, Leonardo." Years passed and my mind reached beyond painting. I went to Milan to work for the Duke, Ludovico Sforza. There, I designed flying machines, bridges, tanks, and inventions the world had never seen. I wanted to understand how the world worked and perhaps how God designed it. At night, while the world slept, I studied the human body in silence, searching for the secret of life itself. In every muscle, I saw art. In every bone, hidden architecture. One fascinating thing about me, I wrote my notes backwards, from right to left, so no one could read them easily but me. I observed water flowing, birds flying, even the movement of blood and the pressure of water long before science could explain them. Everything I saw, I drew, dreaming of inventions and ideas centuries ahead of my time. One day I painted the face of a woman who smiled gently, Mona Lisa. People asked, "Who is she?" But I never answered, for that smile belonged to all of humanity, a smile between sorrow and wisdom. In my final years, I went to France. King Francis I welcomed me and said, "Stay in my palace and create whatever you wish." But my hands trembled and my eyes had grown tired. I thought more than I painted. My notebooks filled with sketches of flight, gears, and thoughts about the human soul. In the spring of 1519, in the quiet town of Amboise, I closed my eyes for the last time. I never married. I had no children. But in every work I left behind, there's a piece of my soul. And if someday someone asks, "What did Leonardo seek?" tell them, he wanted to understand the world, so he could recreate it.